So, how about that Disney streaming site? Yeah. So, not only are we getting more Marvel TV shows involving Tom Hiddleston's Loki, we're also getting a Scarlet Witch miniseries, as well as a, Falcon and Winter Soldier miniseries. I don't know if they're going to be like seasons or just one and dones, because I imagine those actors have a lot more to do. Anyway, so yeah, we've also got the announcement for a new Star Wars show. We've got the announcement for a new, straight-up Star Wars show about Rogue One. Yeah, we're getting The Mandalorian and Rogue One. But you're probably asking, but DPZ, Rogue One was a pretty one-and-done movie. For obvious reasons. Well, dear viewer, that's where this gets interesting. Rogue One is going to focus, by the looks of it, it's going to focus mainly on Cassian Andor and K2SO. The main focus is going to be them during their rebellion exploits up until the movie. So there's literally a 20-year gap there's literally like 20 years for K2 and Cassian to be, to do stuff. There's 20 years of storytelling right there. So this is going to be their time in the rebellion, and I really like this. I'm actually really excited for, a Star Wars show that kind of shows the underside of the rebellion. Because remember, Cassian was not a squeaky clean hero. He was by no means this squeaky clean, let's go get him and stop the bad guys kind of hero. No, he was kind of a mentally broken, does whatever he can to make sure the mission is possible. Remember, he shot that dude in the back to keep the rebellion alive. He was just like, blam, and then I'm out. So that's the big thing right there, is that it's going to be really cool to see like the storytelling of the underside of the rebellion, and just have it with just Cassian and K2 is really cool. I really like the idea of those two playing off each other, because I really like that dynamic. Even though they're antagonistic to one another, you clearly saw throughout the movie that K2 and Cassian, care for each other more than just like a droid ownership kind of thing. It's actually like they're legit partners in, this continuity. They're very much like legit partners in this story. So that's what I really like about that. I really like how the characters really, melded one another. And again, Cassian's such an interesting character that you can honestly do so much. And like I said, I really want to see more of his backstory. Remember, in some of the novels and some of the movie, they said that he was kind of part of a separatist cell, and then moved on to do the rebellion, because if he was fighting one thing, he was fighting separatists, and now he's fighting the Empire. I really want to see, flashbacks to young Cassian during the Clone Wars. That's something I really want to see, is, how Cassian was born, the Cassian Andor we know from the movie, and how he was born in the bloody, conflict of the Clone Wars. So that's going to be really, that's really cool. And to see, again, it'd be really cool to see General Draven again. Draven I thought was cool, and to have him back and, doing all, the really seedy shit for the Rebellion. Because we kind of forget that the Rebellion, even though they're the good guys, they're technically terrorists. I think we all kind of forget that, I think we all kind of let that slide, that the Rebellion is technically a anarchist cell. I mean, yeah, they're the good guys, but they're still, the Empire is a government, is a legit form of government. Not a good one, mind you, not a really good one, and the Rebellion is a terrorist cell trying to overthrow it. Technically a terrorist cell, if you look at it through the eyes of the Empire. But yeah, I really want to see, how far the Rebellion went, in terms of, especially in their early days, to see, to really see what went down. Did Cassian go on missions on Tatooine? Not to say, oh, him and young Luke go on an adventure. No. I want to see him go and, make deals with the Hutts, or, make a deal with Jabba, or Black Sun, or, yeah. This also gives credence that you could honestly have, Bail Organa in the show. Remember, Bail was we did see him in Rogue One. And remember, he is one of the major leaders of the rebellion at the time, so it would be cool. And you can honestly get the actor again. You could get Jimmy Schmitz to, to play Bail Organa again in this capacity. You could definitely have that come back as that actor and have him do more as Bail Organa. Absolutely. And you could really play with, a lot of that Star Wars, do a lot of stuff from Dark Times. You could do Dark Times without the Jedi stuff. That's how I kind of imagine this. This is also probably be like Star Wars Resistance without the goofy shit that goes on in the Star Wars Resistance show. I gotta be honest, guys, it took me until episode 5 to really, go, okay, Resistance. And even then, I'm kind of eh. So maybe this can be like Star Wars Resistance for a more mature. Right, where was I? Sorry, phone rang. Anyway, so that's what I really would like to see in that, is just really show more of the gangs, more of the Empire. I don't think we'll get a lot of big shootout, big war shootouts like in Rogue One, but I definitely see Cassian and K2 trying to blast their way out of there. And it'd be cool to see a little more of Saw Gerrera. This could give us a chance, although I don't think Saw and Cassian met, so as much as I'd like to see more of Saw Gerrera, I don't think we'll be getting that in this show. Maybe Disney can give us a Saw and Young Jin miniseries at least? Is that at all possible? Can we have that? Come on, Disney. You got me, you already want me to get this streaming, even though I won't because I'm a poor bastard. Get this streaming thing with The Mandalorian and the Marvel miniseries shows you're doing. So, and you've already got my money with Rogue One, so yeah, you kind of got me by the balls here. So maybe a Saw Gerrera and Young Jin miniseries, that'd be cool. Or maybe a miniseries focusing on Chirrut and Baze. Yeah. Those kind of miniseries, while K2 and Cassian have an ongoing TV show. Although it'd be kind of cool to see. Well, I don't know what you could do with Brody, excuse me, with Rook. Bodhi Rook. I don't know if you could do anything with with an Imperial cargo pilot other than what they did with him in the movie. So I don't know if you could do a lot with him. Maybe a one-shot little mini movie of him going through the daily life as an Imperial pilot and leading up to him meeting Jin's father and thus kicking off the whole thing with Rogue One. Maybe that could work. I don't know. So, but all in all, this is really cool, guys. I gotta be honest. This is some really cool shit. And it makes me want to get this Disney streaming service, which is going to be apparently called Disney Plus. Okay, odd name, but I'll take it. But again, I'm a poor bastard, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford a streaming service with that, so who knows. But anyway, you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of a Rogue One TV series focusing on Cassian and K2? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? What characters do you want to see, and what kind of stories do you want to see? Do you want to see some cool, Star Wars action and seedy underbelly, like Underworld, like the crime organizations and what have you? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, hope y'all enjoyed this. Also, real quick, before I forget, I'd like to point out that yes, I am aware of the news for the Pacific Rim Uprising series that's going to be on Netflix. And if you want to see my thoughts on that, hit the link on the description below, because I did a video, not on here, but on my other channel, Comic Universe. So if you're new, if you haven't already, subscribe there and go check out the video where I give my thoughts on that, as well as my thoughts on other thoughts on the other animated shows that are going to be on the new upcoming animated shows for Netflix. Just give my minor thoughts, but it's mostly for Pacific Rim. Also, depending, as of this recording, this is all Comic Universe is also going to be where I post my review for the movie Overlord. So if you're curious about what I think about that, once again, go subscribe. The video, as of this recording, isn't up yet, but should, but yeah, just subscribe now, and the review will be there at some point. Anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm out.